Example 4, find the area of the region between the graphs. So, this function here is f of x, which is 3x cubed minus x squared minus 10x. And this function, this graph here, is g of x equals negative x squared plus 2x. So we actually have two areas defined. Area sub 1, area sub 2. So let's start with the area sub 1. So first of all, I'm going to take the integral from this point to that point. So that's going to be from negative 2 to 0 of the top function, which would be 3x cubed minus x squared minus 10x dx. And then we're going to subtract the integral from negative 2 to 0 of the bottom function, which is going to be negative x squared plus 2x dx. Now, we can go ahead and subtract here. Still going to be the integral from negative 2 to 0. Notice that you have negative x squared minus negative x squared. So that's going to be positive. So those would actually cancel out. And then you're going to have negative 10x minus 2x, where that would be negative 12x. And then you're going to have 3x cubed dx. So now we're ready to find the antiderivative. So this is going to be 3x to the fourth divided by 4 minus 12x squared divided by 2. And we'll evaluate this from negative 2 to 0. Let's go ahead and simplify this a little bit. Make this 3/4 x to the fourth minus 6x squared from negative 2 to 0. Okay, so now let's evaluate this. Let's start with 0. If I plug 0 all the way through here, this is just going to be 0 minus. If I plug in negative 2 all the way through here, this is going to be 3/4. Negative 2 to the fourth power would be positive 16 minus 6. Negative 2 squared is going to be 4. So this is going to be 12 minus 24, which would be negative 12. So this is going to be positive 12. Okay, so that's area 1. Now we need to do area 2. So area sub 2, now the top function, the integral is going to be from 0 to 2, and the top function is negative x squared plus 2x dx minus the bottom function, again from 0 to 2, this time this would be the bottom function, so 3x cubed minus x squared minus 10x dx and now again combine like terms, so negative x squared minus negative x squared, those are going to cancel out again, and 10x or 2x minus negative 10x, that's going to be 12x. And then I still have a minus 3x cubed dx. So now I'm ready to find the antiderivative of this integral. So this is going to be negative 3x to the fourth over 4 plus 12x squared over 2. We're going to evaluate this from 0 to 2. Let's simplify this and make this negative 3/4 x to the fourth plus 6 x squared from 0 to 2. And let's see, plug in 2, this would be negative 3/4 times 16 plus 6 times 4 minus 0. So this would be negative 12 plus 24, which would be 12. So 12 plus 12, the area here is going to be 24 units squared. Okay, example 5. Find the area of the region bound by x equals 3 minus y squared and x equals y plus 1. So here is a function in terms of y instead of in terms of x. It's going to look like this picture here. Okay, so find the area here. You're going to, this is going to be the top function, and this one would be the bottom function, because you're finding the area horizontally. Okay, so your limits of integration now are going to be from negative 2 to 1. Okay. Going to be 3 minus y squared minus the bottom function, which is y plus 1. And then instead of being dx, it's going to be dy. Now, let's rewrite this as the integral from negative 2 to 1. 3 minus 1 is 2, minus y squared minus y dy. Now we can find the antiderivative. So this would be 2y minus y cubed over 3 minus y squared over 2. And again, from negative 2 to 1. And now let's see. When we put 1 in here, I'm going to get 2 minus 1/3 minus 1/2 minus, plug negative 2 in here, this is going to be negative 4 minus, let's see, negative 8/3 minus 4/2. So let's see here. Let's do 2 minus negative 4, that's 6. Let's do 1/3 minus negative 8/3. That's going to be minus 9/3. Negative 1 minus 4/3, so negative 1/2 plus 4/2 would be 3/2. So this is going to be 6 minus 3, which would be 3, plus 3/2. Let's see, this is 3 and 3/2, or 9/2.